to the love that has laid hold of me. I'm holding on to the love that has laid hold of me.
Here we are, FCF, before the sun is all the way up. It's still a little dark outside. This is, believe it or not, our last day. This is the 8th day in our journey. And we've been just trying to embed, internalize one principle, because this is a principle we need to learn day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. And that is this: to cry out to God to empower us to do things that we cannot do in our own strength, to rescue us when we cannot rescue ourselves. He wants us to confidently call upon Him again and again and again as a way of life, and to walk with that kind of confidence that I can call on my God to rescue me. When I am beaten back, when I am overwhelmed, I am not alone. He will intervene. So I want to just close out this series with an experience of David. He's writing in Psalm 34, and I'll just read you verse 4. I'll start there. David says, I sought the Lord, and He answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to Him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. This poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear, that means revere Him, and He delivers them. Let me read you this one, verse 6 again. It says, this poor man called, and the Lord heard him, and He saved him out of all his troubles. I hope that has been your experience. I hope that's been your experience multiple times. I hope you know confidently that will always be your experience until your mission, my mission on this planet is finished. God wants us to know He doesn't just save our souls in eternity. He will save our skin right now, in real time, in everyday life. Where is it that perhaps you're feeling beaten, overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you're out of resources, you just are beaten back, you feel like something's dead, you're dead, mentally, emotionally, relationally, whatever it is? Learn to call on the God, to rely on the God, to cry out to the God that raises the dead. We kept repeating 2 Corinthians throughout this 8-day journey. In 2 Corinthians verses 8 through 11, Paul talks about that he faced terrible circumstances in Ephesus, so much so that he thought it was the end of his life. He thought it was death. But it said that happened. He says to us, that happened to him, and this is meant to be passed on to us, so that we would learn to rely not on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. And then Paul goes on to say this: He delivered us, He will deliver us, and He will continue to deliver us. And sure enough, Paul, when he wrote that, he had served God for 21 years. He would serve Him for another 11 years. He went through all kinds of terrible ordeals, but God kept rescuing him, rescuing him, rescuing him. Not unscathed. You won't be unscathed, I won't be unscathed, but He will rescue us until our mission is through. Please count on this. He's the safest person in the universe. He has got your back. If you try this, you will see that it's true. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. He will always show up for you. I hope you'll make crying out to God just a way of life, because He wants it so. Thank you.
I'm holding on to the love that has laid hold of me. I'm holding on to the love that has laid hold of me.